So okay, let's just go through now the rosters. I think EVOS. The rumor is they'll have Natko as mid lane. So. Gonie's laughing.
Hey, they got a backup. No, Van Strong isn't he
not
somewhere?
a mid laner. Oh, he was a mid laner.
Oh, right, my boy, my boy, Cricht. It's time for you to step up.
Gonie's best buddy. He plays Valorant with Gonie, and he's like Gonie's best bud.
Golden chance.
Golden chance for Cricht. I think Clockwood is probably still the best option. By the way, I don't think Natko is. I think he's very mid as a gold laner too, to be honest with you. Yeah. So EVOS, I think without a solid mid lane, they're going to get. This is gonna hurt them definitely. Yeah. And wait, Natko was actually listed as XP later, so he's moved from gold to XP and then mid. So now, all right, Natko he's all roll at this point. Let's move to the different lineup. We have Dewa United as well. Dewa, this is a very garbage line. I'll be honest with you. They got like the fucking leftovers of every team. They got Octa in the mid lane, dude.
The TBDs though.
The I think they already announced it. Okay. I think XP is still Chorizo. My goat Chorizo. Right. He's still good.
All right.
I think the jungler, I forgot, but I've seen Dewa United's lineup. Right. It is not that impressive. Let's try to look for it actually. Pull it up for Dewa United. Let's see who their roster. They got Octa. Oh, they've only released Octa. Oh, Watt is done. Yeah, so Watt is no longer in the lineup. I think I like that. I think I actually spoke about this last season, right? Yeah. I said Azura is actually a better player, better option. I think it's still mid though. I think Dewa United are secure no playoffs again. Bold take. What do you think?
I think they're. It's going to be a tough like battle for them again this season. Surprise us, please. But I think they are going to be one of the teams that will not be making it to the playoffs.
There you go. Next, Bigetron Esports. I think we've already seen Bigetron Esports. You know what? I was quite impressed by Bigetron Alpha. I did not expect them to pass the groups, honestly, because they were in with ONIC, Liquid, and SRG. That's the top 3 in the world.
Facts.
In no realistic world would you think Bigetron Alpha gets away with that group, unless you're Mirko, the biggest Bigetron glazer. And I actually did. I got the prediction right. Every one of them predicted wrong. They thought SRG would make it for some reason. No, well, not for some reason. You know the reason. I think Bigetron are actually really, really good. I think they have an amazing roster. Super Ken might need to be benched though for NFL, if I'm being honest with you. That performance
even after ESL,
dude. Ken's perform. I love Ken. I love this team, but we can't just turn a blind eye when we like players. His performance was awful. It was actually awful in Snapdragon. I think most of you agree too. And they got Annabelle. Why would they even get Annabelle if they don't want to use him? Annabelle is the best jungler in the world. No, because he's a Bigetron jungler now.
IT dubs, okay. But yeah, I mean, Annabelle, a very good addition, I feel like. Also, let's not forget about
they would have beaten ONIC if they had Annabelle, I'll be honest. Wow. ONIC ID.
Hot take.
What do you guys think? Do you guys think so? I don't know. This is maybe Bigetron glaze.
We'll see season 15. But again, of course, elephant in the room, Light coming into the roster here. Very, very crucial, I feel like. If Light is able to deliver, I think this team can be a contender. But if Light flops, now that's going to be tough for Bigetron. Hope for the best, though, for Mr. Dylan Aaron
Katipon.
There you go.
That's Light's name.
There you go.
This one's a shocker, guys. Alter Ego. I thought they wouldn't get new players, and I have been saying this even after Snapdragon. Gebe is not a good jungler. Well, not a good jungler when we compare it to Nile.
Right.
Like, we got to compare it to the previous iteration of the lineup, and Nile was just so much better. He doesn't play assassins. He plays like the Alpha and the Suyo, and it really feels like an MPL. That is definitely going to be exploited. So I like the fact that they got Rin. If you guys don't know who Rin is, he's the jungler that's been playing with Skylar when Skylar streams. Hijume has been part of that roster as well of the EVOS roster, but he's also part of the stream Skylar roster. And I like it for Alter Ego. Nino, I was actually a fan of Nino in playoffs. He played amazing. I think he should stay in this lineup. They got rid of everybody I said they should have gotten, except Nile. I really don't know why they didn't keep Nile. I think that's a big mistake. If it was their choice to get rid of Nile. But if it's not their choice, then maybe it's just ONIC calling him back from the loan. Hijume is also great. So I think Nino, Rin, Hijume, Highs, and Dreams is the main lineup. Plus Zephyr in the coach. He was a coach. Actually, he was a player in Dota 2.
Exactly.
And now he's a coach. This is the one that I'm not really that good at. Nafari's back, bro. I don't know about that. Like,
Okay.
Nafari, dude. Yeah, but the roster's pretty good, honestly.
Overall, looking solid. Might be a surprise, honestly. But yeah,
Dark
I mean,
horse contender, right?
yeah, I
Dark
think
horse.
mid-tier, mid-table, you know.
Maybe better than
could,
Bigetron, no.
yeah, okay. Could shake things up here during big matches, but I'm intrigued to see how Sefer here, not just being as in like an assistant or an analyst, but he is the head coach.
Yeah.
And I feel like Nafari, you doubt Nafari, but I feel like Nafari can bring that balance in this team. Nafari, based on my observation, chill dude. So
He's a chill dude. He is.
yeah, I mean, I think he can bring the the bond, the in and outs of the players, and I think that will help Sefer in his head coach journey.
So they're mid-table.
I think they will be midfield in the midfield battle.
I agree. I think mid-table. I think actually I'll put Alter Ego in Dark
Closer.
Horse over
Oh.
mid-table. I think they can be the Dark Horse. Like this
Okay.
roster has potential, and again, I'm trusting Zephyr. I'm gonna trust Zephyr. Hopefully, he does pull like a Kescute. Kescute has been amazing.
Right.
Let's move on. EVOS, it's the same. They have Avil, also an ex-Dota player. So for EVOS, what do you rate? For Dewa, we already said no playoffs. For Bigetron, we said contender. EVOS, where do you put EVOS?
Honestly, this is tough. Another midfield team.
Oh, another mid-table team.
Yeah.
At least they'll make it to playoffs with this lineup. I think
so.
playoffs is guaranteed with this
Yeah.
lineup.
6th, 5th.
Yeah.
I think.
Geek Fam though, I like Geek Fam's lineup, dude. A lot of people have been, you know the whole Vincent versus jungler thing.
okay.
They changed Vincent.
Okay.
They got Makers. This guy is an amazing jungler, guys. I'll just say, great potential.
Right.
You've casted for his games before in MPL as well.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this lineup?
I think. Well, I think it's better already.
Yeah.
At least if they're able to stay consistent and also bring in some more qualities than the previous season, I think they will go far in the playoffs. Not just like what I think. Yeah, they survived barely against ONIC last season.
And they just proceeded to not win a single game after a single match after
Exactly.
that. Yeah, I think from last season, I actually like Gobs more than Veldora, guys. So the fact that Gobs now is going to be the only XP in the team means it'll be good. Makids, great addition to the roster.
Yeah.
Chidera is still consistent.
boy.
Baloyski, obviously. Baloyski, a boy, will be the main two dudes in this team. I think Geek Fam will be good. Maybe even contenders. I think with the change of jungle here and Gobs getting more time, I think they can be contenders. I think they're up there they can be top 3. Again, they can be champions even. I think they have a
Okay.
chance.
Okay. Yeah. Fair.
You?
Fair point. Top 3.
Okay, top 3 as well. Navi, straight up, guys, no. I don't think they're going to make it to playoffs. This is for a change like this to be made, like for a Navi to enter, I thought they would enter with a super team. I thought they would enter with like a fucking crazy, because they had so many days and months actually to build their roster. They ended up with a few talented prospects, I will say. Cars, X-Magic, Xeon, Hanafi. Hanafi, I've heard good things about him. I've heard that Aaron Chiki's mentor is Hanafi. That this guy is Aaron Chiki's mentor. So, I've heard good things about him. But performance-wise, he plays in Liga Nacional. So, I think you can talk more about Hanafi over me. I will say, though, I still trust Coach Aldo. He's the head coach of this team. Coach Do. Not Aldo anymore. He's just Do.
Exactly.
He lost to Owl. Dude. But yeah, Cars, X-Magic, Xeon. Those are the 3 players that I think are good. Washer Paul, ex-BTR, best player in the world. No, he was so sussy, man. If you guys don't know Theo Z in Snapdragon Bigetron, Theo Z was Washer Paul. And there's definitely a reason as to why Bigetron didn't keep him.
Wow.
He's not that good. But maybe if you give him time, he would do well.
Exactly.
So, shout outs to Washer Paul. Hopefully he does well as a Bigetron fan. I wish the best for Mr. Washer Paul. What about you, Gonie? What do you think about this this roster?
Maybe I'm being too harsh here, but again, I think Navi. I guess this is their like debut season, right?
Yeah.
Being this brand, so I think they're just going with the flow, testing their air out. But this roster ain't looking too good in a sense where they can maybe go to the playoffs. But again, please prove us wrong. Navi, especially Coach Do. But yeah, not the bag that I want. Not the bag that I wanted.
ONIC Esports, we already know the lineup. So
More or less.
champion contender?
Champion contender, one of the.
Okay.
One
Would
of
you
the-
say MSC guaranteed?
Ooh.
So top 2.
Oh my lord. My bias inside me is screaming right now. Screaming yes. But there are other teams like RRQ and I'm again Geek Fam, which I feel like they have an edge even though they also have some shakeups. ONIC here. I mean, yeah, I think ONIC still is a contender. But for me, saying top 2 right now, I couldn't say it.
Okay. RRQ, I don't know where they'll place, honestly, because I'll put them in still top contender because they still look consistent, but losing Skylar is a big deal.
That's the
guys.
thing. That's the thing.
Not having Skylar is a big deal, and I think this is. Well, I won't say they won't make it to playoffs. I still think they will make it to playoffs. I still think they're better than some of these teams. Well, actually, not only than. I think they might only be better than Dewa and NAVI, roster-wise. Because I think if they have Skylar, I'd still put them top 4, top 3. But Alter Ego having that lineup,
So
looks like they can maybe beat RRQ.
So with Skylar, what you're saying is, Mirko, with Skylar, they're 9. And without Skylar,
They're 7. Yeah.
Okay.
7 to 6 even.
Wow.
I think they've lost a lot of firepower without Skylar. And this is not just because of like individual performance. This is also just because Skylar was the leader of the team. He was the guy making shots. He was the guy really pulling forward for RRQ Hoshi as a leader out and in game.
Yeah.
So losing him is a big blow. I think Keskyun and NMM has also been pretty vocal about losing Skylar. So yeah, I think definitely a downgrade. Though I will say they should still be consistent. Should.
It's very surprising considering I don't know what happened with Skylar.
Yeah.
But maybe again, RRQ.
He's got too much money. He's been streaming 100K viewers every day, dude. That changes you, man.
Yeah, not for that. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
depends on perspective. But yeah, RRQ, they need to step up. But then again, they might actually, or Skylar might come through mid-season. You know, expect the unexpected.
Maybe if RRQ are doing that bad, let's say like they go to relegation like red zone, then yes, maybe Skylar comes in. But I don't know. I really just wish Skylar played, man. I wonder why he didn't play. Did he play scrims and did he feel like, oh shit, this team has hit like its peak. We're not going.
No idea.
We're not going further with this team. And then maybe he's like, you know what, stream is doing good. I'm getting more money streaming anyways. Let's go. Because there's no way you would miss MSC as a player.
Mm-hmm.
If you think your team is good, there's no way he would stop. There's no way he would actually choose streaming. Because yeah, you get a lot of money streaming, but also $3 million on the line, you know. So it's like, if you were confident about your team, you would not. Not leave in the odd season nowadays.
Especially you just performed an M series the previous tournament.
Exactly. So
It's like crazy.
a lot of questions to be asked here about RRQ. Liquid ID, I think we don't need to talk about Liquid ID. We know how good they are. I still think they're probably the best team when it comes to contending in MPL ID. They're a rookie team. The fact that in their first season they won, it means that they still have a lot of potential. I still stand by that. I still think they can build on, you know, their strengths, and obviously they will learn through their Snapdragon mistake. So Liquid ID, S tier lineup still for me.
Same. I think.
Okay.
So wait, who's their 6th man?
I don't know. Kabuki is no longer in the lineup.
Exactly.
That's what we know. Very sad for Kabuki, by the way, because Kabuki's been part of this lineup for so long. He was part of the rise
OG.
or season 8 when they finally made it to playoffs for the first time ever, I think.
Yeah.
And then, it continued to be amazing until like season 10. And then season 11, we saw a big dip in his performance. Season 12, it was horrible. Season 13, it's pretty bad too. Season 14, finally, the change. Yeah.
TLID, I think they're still a contender overall. Still the number 1. Now that I think of it, I think ONIC can actually
Win.
take a slot MSC.
I don't think, though. I really think this season there's no guaranteed slot. Maybe you could say something about Liquid ID, but even then, with them getting exposed in Snapdragon,
Okay.
I think a lot of teams will learn to do that too. And staying on top of the game is just really, really tough. So this might be the most unpredictable season of MPL. We say that every season, but I think this season it's even more so. I mean, more unpredictable.
After last season.
Yeah. After last season.
It's fair to say.
It's fair. Let's move to MPL PH though, guys. We have gone to MPL ID. Now MPL PH to give you guys a little taste. AP BREN, this is the biggest one. So with Falcons acquiring the entire AP BREN lineup, they have gone and taken Lazy Esports. The MDL champions previously, the previous MDL champions. And yes, they were great. I think they have a lot of potential. They got James Ponks. That guy is definitely a name you need to put your eyes on. But what do you think, Gonie? It's an MDL lineup, but with Pakbet. I've heard great things about Pakbet. He was Omega's coach back in the day. Wolf said, or I forgot if it was Wolf or Midnight, but one of them told me this guy is the best drafter in their opinion.
Okay. I've heard stories. I mean, I've heard, I've heard Pakbet here and there. Good things. Mm-hmm. Seeing the names, Pakbet, I trust you. I think AP BREN, I don't think they will win it immediately, but I think they will survive and go through the playoffs.
Oh, you think they're playoffs? Okay. Gonie thinks they're going to make it to playoffs. Okay. I will hold on to that until I see the other lineups. Fair. AURORA, but I agree though. I think they're not going to be champions. I think that's fair to say. This is not a championship lineup yet. Maybe they need a few more seasons. Heck, maybe they pull off a TLID. Who knows? AURORA.
Nothing much.
Dude, after seeing their... AURORA is such a weird team. They're the most consistent team at being inconsistent. It's so weird. How do you go from forcing ONIC PH to go 7 games in MPL PH to getting grouped in
M
Series and then losing 2-0 to Falcon and RRQ without Skylar? How the fuck does that happen? I don't get, dude.
And then then
beating Falcons.
The next day.
And then beating ONIC and then beating, dude, they're the most inconsistent team. They're most consistent at being inconsistent. Dude, I don't know. I think they'll make it to playoffs for sure. I think this team is just guaranteed to make it to playoffs. This is an all-star team. Let's be honest, guys. This is a fucking superstar team.
With MTB.
Yeah. MTB, most of the comments have been on MTB, you know, his drafting has been weird. I think that's always been the case for MTB. He's always had a style in the draft. Yeah, I think playoffs, I don't know if they're going to win. I don't know if I want to say they're contenders.
Mm-hmm.
Mid-table.
Mid-table. Fair.
ONIC Esports. They have Yoshino, the ex-ONIC Philippines roamer that I actually really like. He's a great player, great roamer. I think ONIC Esports will do pretty well this season. I really think so.
Wow, okay.
They were already really good last season. Remember, the only team to beat ONIC Philippines last season was Omega. They're the only team that was able to beat ONIC Philippines. Though, again, it was more of a throw from ONIC Philippines than it was an impressive run from Omega. But Omega have a very good roster. Jom is good still. Riku, Riku, that's my name in game. Lewis,
with a C, though.
With a C, yeah. And then Andoryu. Andoryu is great. I think he's a good jungler. Lewis is a great XP. They have Lewis and Riku. This is me and my girl right there. Chaknu is back, so, I mean, he's been back for a while. I think, okay. I think
Lewis and Riku.
Maybe mid-table or...
It depends on Jom, I feel like, right?
I think it depends, yeah. I think it depends on the coach, actually. I think they have a good lineup. It really depends on the draft.
Coach Lembot?
Yeah. So, yeah. For me, mid-table to contender, maybe Dark Horse. They're like the alter ego of PH for me.
Fair.
But they've, Do you even need to talk about this team? Do we even need to talk about them, dude?
I think they're not going to make it to playoffs.
Yeah, I think hot take, ONIC Philippines are the worst team in MPL PH. They're not going to win a single game.
But take a look at the... Ooh.
Yeah, they got hate, dude.
No.
And Kaisong Eves Wolf no Pueto, the best coach of all time.
Oh, my lord.
To be fair, it would be funny if season 14, he coached for TNC, 0-14. Right. And then this season, 14-0. Imagine, dude, Wolf is the only guy who can make this happen. He can go 0-14 and 14-0 the next season, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's pray for Wolf, my Babaero boy. I think we don't need to talk about this team though. They're still the best in the world.
Yeah.
They just came off M6 and Snapdragon. Really nothing to talk about. We already spoke about everything on EPH earlier in the previous episode. So go and watch the podcast if you haven't. We spoke about their performance in Snapdragon, blah, blah. So Falcons PH, David Charles, Flap TZ, Canon. This is a solid top 2 lineup for me. I think they have what it takes to go and make it to MSC. But to play it safe, top 3.
Oh, okay. Fair. I mean,
because I know what's coming.
Okay. Team Falcons, again, they're a solid team. Chemistry-wise, in-game, out-game, one of the best.
And the fact that they got a pay raise for sure, because now they're Falcons. Falcons has like unlimited money, bro. This is Saudi money, bro. They're going to be motivated. 100%. They will see their salaries and they'll be like, fuck, I can't lose this. They got to play. They got to play good. Because Falcons, the reason they're here is for EWC.
Depends on the bonus, no?
Well, I think it's safe to say.
The bonus MSC.
I think it's safe to say the bonus, making it to MSC, making it to top 5 MSC is already enough. It's enough to be like, all right, we got to fucking lock in.
Okay.
What do you think? Top 3? Top 2?
They need, considering the stake, I think they are, one of the, if not one of the best, or one of the best lah.
Okay.
In MPL PH.
Look at PH. Ooh, dude, I love this lineup, man. All right, Sanford, Carl TZ, Sanji, Oheb.
Hang on. Let me
Oheb.
Oheb's back?
Oheb is, well, he's not back. He's in the lineup now. Romer's still JP. I think a lot of you guys will still, be angry about that. You don't like JP guys, but Oheb in here means it's good. I think what they were lacking was a gold lane presence. Yuk TZ was very mid in Snapdragon. So I think they're actually gonna. I hope they're top 3. I think they are a lineup that can go top 3.
So you would put Omega below them.
Yes. What do you think?
Sanford, Carl, This is a team that when they lock in, they lock in. And let's see here, JP. JP, if he evolved into a better roamer.
Yeah. Dude, if they actually live up to the hype.
Yeah.
Because Oheb is technically the real rival of Kelra.
Ooh.
So if this roster, if this roster like does well, Liquid versus ONIC, but both PH, not like ONIC PH versus Liquid ID. It could be ONIC ID versus Liquid ID in MPL ID, and then Liquid PH versus ONIC PH in. It could be the Liquid ONIC dynasty, bro. Like this might just be it, bro. So yeah, I'm excited. You guys know how big of a fan I am of Liquid PH. And Gonie, have you seen their new jerseys?
No.
Oh my god, dude! I'll show it to you later.
Okay.
But they have fire jerseys. They went back to like their anniversary Liquid logo.
Okay.
So it's so cool.
Is it similar like the previous ones?
It's like the one Magnus Carlsen wore.
Oh, okay. Okay,
so
I've seen that.
You seen the Liquid?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like that. Liquid. Let's just go.
I think they posted.
Here, Team Liquid ID?
Yeah, they posted.
They posted about Magnus?
Mr. Magnus. There.
Yeah, so it's like this. This is the jersey now.
Oh,
it looks cool. The crest is amazing,
Lord.
no? Hey, Liquid, you're doing a really good job with the horse. It looks like a lion, I'll be honest with you. But it's good. It's good.
Fair.
TNC. Now, this is a solid 100% 8th place team. All right, guys. For all the hype they've been building about TNC, they've been saying, superstar lineup, Dogi's coming in. This is a very... I mean, it's not bad. They got Yaoi, they got Zaida, they have Lord JM, best player in the world. Mike Boy, that's my boy.
XBTR, by the way.
XBTR, by the way. Kuzin and Lancy. What do you think? I don't know. This might be a...
It's tough.
You know what? I don't think they're the worst team in MPL. They might make it to playoffs. I think they might make it to playoffs.
Wow.
Because Twisted Minds PH. Twisted Minds. What is this lineup, brother? This... Oh man, I don't know. Like Haji's great. MP is good. But all the others... man.
They got Bonchan though.
This might be... Okay, so Twisted Minds might be the worst team in MPL PH.
Okay.
For me, roster-wise. And then the second worst team is AP. Like it could be this is the battle for like... The battle for playoffs will be between TNC, Twisted Minds, and AP BREN. I think.
Okay.
I think that's what it's gonna look like.
Okay.
What do you think?
Because I've stated AP BREN will clinch the playoffs, so yeah, I think TNC and Twisted Minds.
Ooh, dude, TNC are not gonna make it for like their 6th season in a row.
I look at your boy, Lord JM. I don't know.
Oh my god, dude. Hopefully they prove us wrong. I really hope they prove us wrong because I don't want to, you know, I want to shit on these fucking players, man. Lord James, my boy, dude. Still, though, it's a very underwhelming lineup to what was hyped up to be a super team. This ain't no super team. I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry to the TNC fans who expected this to be a super team, but I don't think it's a super team. Do you think? I don't think you think is it a super team?
Yeah, I don't think
it's not super. It's a good. It's a team.
It's a team.
It is a team. I don't think we put super on it though.
I think Yowie's not gonna perform.
Oh, really?
You think?
No, I think Yowie's good, but like for Yowie to perform, he needs a good team.
Right.
Even in ID, he was with James. He was with the previous Liquid players, and he didn't perform. Well, he played well, but the team didn't play well. I think it's a similar case here.
Fair point. How do you spell this?
Amba DJ. Imba DJ? Imba DJ? Amba DJ? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Shout out Mr. Douglas Joseph.
Douglas Joseph. Astibe the second. Douglas Joseph Astibe the second. Yeah, that's a cool name. Yeah, so that's it for the MPL ID and PH roster review. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you guys agree. Or if you disagree, say something in the chat, man. Say something in the comment section. Tell us how fucking stupid we are for saying your team is dog shit. Or maybe you would, maybe you disagree with the top teams. Just, you know, let us know. If you guys want to follow Gonie on socials, go ahead, check Gonie out. My dudes, tell them where do they find you?
IG Albert Serafine, more than enough.
There you go, guys. Go ahead, check his IG out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.